So today I'm going to quickly show you how you can start making videos for social media without experience. You don't need to be a professional TikToker or YouTuber before you can start making videos. Do you ever feel or plan to start making valuable videos for others to watch? Do you ever feel like that? If you do, then this video is for you. Well, everybody cannot be a creator, but everyone has a potential to actually share knowledge, right? You have something that is inside you that God has endowed you with, and you can share it with others. And that's why YouTube and other platforms are very great channels to actually do just that. So you don't have to hold back. If you are waiting to feel ready before you can start making videos, the chances are you may wait forever. So if you think you need a camera, studio, good spoken English, or perfect grammar before you can start, today's video is going to help you a great deal that you don't need all of that to actually get started. Because what I'm about to show you might completely change how you see yourself and what you are capable of. I'm going to let out that ability in you to actually be able to start in no time. So let me ask you one particular question. Have you ever wanted to start YouTube video, TikTok, Instagram, but the fear of something else actually stopped you? Has there ever been a time like that? Or maybe you started but you were frustrated and then you stopped. Were you ever in that situation? Maybe because of fear of talking, or fear of mistakes, or fear of people laughing at you, or fear of I am not good enough, right? People have so many reasons for not being able to do something, right? Whatever the reason is, it is not actually worth it. So here is the truth. You are not lazy. You might think that, okay, it's because I'm lazy, it's because I'm too busy. No, you are not too busy and you are not lazy. You are just being human, right? Because an average human being doesn't want to do anything. And trust me, you're not alone. I have been there too. And that's why I came for you today. So if you can hold my hand right now, I will walk you through those challenges. And then you'll be glad you did. The first thing is that you do not need a special camera. Also, you do not need a laptop. Lastly, you do not need to sound like a presenter. You just need to sound like you. That's all. You need to just be original. Having said that, if your device has a camera and it can record video, you are ready and good to fly, right? So that's all you need. You need you and a device to actually record yourself. You can use any smartphone, tablet, old phone, and even borrowed phone, right? You can borrow phone to use. There's no crime in that, as long as you will return the phone, right? So you can use the front camera, you can use the back camera, whatever kind of camera you want to use. It doesn't have to be the best. It doesn't have to have the best quality, and you also need ring light, right? Just for clarity. If you don't have ring light, you don't have to invest in ring light. You can use your window. I use my window many times, right? To actually record video so that I can have clear background, clear image, clear everything. That's enough. So now, let me do something most people are afraid of doing. I'm going to show you my first set of videos that I created when I started out on YouTube, right? I'm going to show you some of my old ones, and I want to beg you, please don't laugh at me, okay? So let's go over to my browser. So I'm going to come over here and show you the first one. The first thing I want you to look at here, look at the thumbnail. The thumbnail is not good at all, but I didn't know it. I just had to start, right? So we can see the thumbnail very, very dull. If anybody is looking at your screen from afar, they're supposed to be able to see whatever it is that is on your thumbnail. But you can see right here, you can see this from afar. Sometimes ago, I felt like actually editing it, but I said, no, I'm not going to edit it. I'm going to leave it for reference purpose, and that's one of the reasons I'm showing you today, that you don't need to start perfect. You don't need to start with, I already know everything. If you start with, I already know everything, chances are you are going to stop along the way. So let's watch the actual video. Hey there, feature trace lazy. I'm just laughing. Okay, so you can see this thing here, the background is fake actually. I just wanted to make everything perfect or good enough before starting out, right? So I had to learn how to actually change the background. I used this particular tool, I think it was a Firefly, that I used to change this background, and I gave it this fake background here. Of course, you wouldn't know. You had to look very well before you would know this is a fake background, but at least I tried my best to start off. The thing was, I was ready to start. Nothing was going to stop me. Knowledge was not going to stop me. lack of equipment was not going to stop me. Nothing else was going to stop me, right? My dress code was not going to stop me. My English was not going to stop me. Nothing was going to stop me. I was just determined to start off. And that was it. So you can see the video is not at its best, right? Okay, so right here, this is the second one. You can see the same error, the thumbnail. And my picture is not well positioned. It's too more to the center, right? It is not supposed to be too much to the center like this. The text on the thumbnail is supposed to be more visible even than my photo, right? But you can see my photo is even more dominant than the text, right? That's one of the errors on the thumbnail. Several other things, if I want to analyze it right here. I know now, that's why I can tell you that. Let's watch the video and see the actual thing right here. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. There was this one here that is rolling. There was no need for this right here. And then you can see my headset, you know, gadgets on my head. This was not supposed to be. I was supposed to be very free, right? To say what I wanted to say. I was not supposed to wear these gadgets. Okay, so you can see the way it looks. Now, I'm gonna show you the one I uploaded about a week ago and tell the difference between this, the previous two, and this new one. This particular one right here. And the title is New Way to Build Automation Systems. You can see the thumbnail as small as the window is right here, as small as it is, and you can see even from afar, even on small screen, right? So that means I've corrected the errors that I used to have in the past. That's the thumbnail, perfect thumbnail right here. And then let me click the actual video. Take a look at the quality of this particular video right here. So today, can you see the presentation? Well, professional is more professional than what I showed you before. Right, so that's what can happen when you start up without delay. So that's it. Watching those videos, you will notice something. First, my voice wasn't too smooth and my delivery wasn't too polished. I made a lot of mistakes and I didn't look ready as such. But those videos did something powerful. They broke the fear and they embedded in me the confidence that I need to be consistent. The very moment I stopped thinking and then I started doing, right? Sometimes you need to just stop thinking. Overthinking is the problem sometimes. You're thinking about what you don't have. You're thinking about so many things, right? You need to stop thinking and start acting. That's my recommendation for you today. Now, the truth nobody tells you is this, especially if you're a beginner. The first video is not meant to be good, right? It doesn't apply to videos alone. It applies to anything that you're doing in life. You don't have to be perfect from the beginning. The first video is meant to be something that you look up to in the next 5 years, in the next 1 year, 6 months, and you're like, wow, did I actually do this? That's how you ought to look, you know, so you can learn from there. It is not meant to be perfect. It is actually meant to be done, right? That's the kind of mindset that I had from the beginning. I said it doesn't have to be perfect. I just have to do it. Sometimes confidence doesn't come before action. Oftentimes, confidence comes just because of action. Just because you take action, you are confident to want to repeat the same action again and again. You don't grow in videos, but videos grow in you. Somebody told me a while ago that you don't grow into videos, but videos grow into you, or videos grow in you instead. If you are waiting to feel confident, the thing is, you won't eventually, right? You will see another blocker that will eventually kick you out of the way. Even creators, sometimes, most of the creators that you admire, they started from somewhere. And when they started, I'll tell you, they were unsure. They were awkward. They were nervous, probably. And perhaps they were timid. The only difference is they pressed that record button anyways. In spite of what they were feeling, they were able to press record. Let's go. So enough of the talks. Right now, I'm going to give you the easiest way to actually get started with your first video. Even today. Mind you, this is not a tutorial, but just a simple, natural way to actually prompt yourself to do something. You know, sometimes you have to push yourself. You have to, if nothing is compelling you, you have to compel yourself to do something. So the first thing you're going to do today is that you're going to introduce yourself. Secondly, you're going to say why you are starting the channel. And the third thing is that you are going to say who you want to help, right? In other words, your audience. Who are going to be your audience? I'm not saying you should limit yourself to a particular audience, but because these days, wide range of audiences in several niches of life. So you don't have to limit yourself to a particular niche, because I found out that if you limit yourself to a particular niche, in the process of time, because technology is advancing, is evolving at the speed of light. So if a particular technology comes up in another niche, you might find yourself behind. And that's your particular niche that you clip yourself to might just be obsolete. And at the end of the day, you will quit just because you don't have audience anymore. So do not limit yourself to one niche. Just explore, right? But be consistent. That's it. You don't have to pressurize yourself. You don't have to struggle to do it. You can watch my first video right here, the one I showed you earlier, and how I did exact same thing that I'm telling you right now. So it is what I've done. I'm not trying to tell you what I'm trying to do. It is what I've already done and what I'm doing. So now let me add this. Your grammar mistakes are not a problem, right? People don't connect with perfection, right? They connect rather with truth and originality. I'm going to show you two people that didn't use British or European accent. They use their accent. Let me show you. Let's go over to YouTube. So this was the last video I showed you. Now let me show you this person. This is Sadiq Umar. Just listen to him for maybe 10 seconds, okay?
Use a complete guide, one step after another, that you can follow in order to find your first virtual assistant client. This method that I'm going to show you is going to work kind of like an internship, where you are going to work for free without payment, some benefit that are going to help open doors for you to find your first paying client. And the main reason why we are going to start by working for free is when you just get started, you don't have any previous experience. You don't have any proof that's going to show anyone that you know what you are doing.
Okay, that's enough. So you can see here, over here, it has 60,000+ subscribers, right? And this video alone has 1,700+ views, all right? Just 4 months ago. Does his accent sound like European accent or American accent or British accent? Absolutely no. I'm going to show you another person. This is my very good friend, right? Okay, let me play this for you to hear.
The video you see here was created in less than 10 seconds. No After Effects, no motion graphics, and zero video editing skills. And yes, 100% free. Not only that, by the end of this video, you'll be creating animated charts, captions with special effects.
Okay, that's just Hazan for you. And you can see a whopping 1 million+ subscribers. Those subscribers, were they looking for good grammar? No. What they were actually looking for is the value that he's adding, the knowledge that he's impacting. That's exactly what people look for. And 37,000 views for this particular video. All right. So just be clear, be real, be yourself. The right people will hear you. And of course, somebody out there needs your voice. They need your experience and your story, right? Somebody wants to be inspired and wants to learn from your story. If you don't share those stories of yours, how are they going to learn? Every single day you delay, they don't get it. That is unfair from your end. So don't wait for approval. Don't wait for equipment. Don't even wait for confidence. Start where you are with what you have. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to actually monetize your channel without subscribers or without followers. I trust that you don't want to miss that. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications so you never miss the video when it drops. If you got a value from this video, even if it's just a little, go ahead and put your comment down below, okay? And don't forget to share it with someone who is actually afraid to get started. Someone who keeps saying, one day, I'll start. That one day can be today. So ensure to share with them. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end of this video. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, bye.